Hello RPG Club. I just came back from the first meeting and likely most of the people watching this will be from RPG Club, so hello, it was nice seeing all you guys, although I kind of remained in the corner and didn't say all that much. But hello, it is I, you get to see my face. It is me, Ebo, the armor guy. And today, I have a very special video covering the Cabesset and the Morion helmet. The Morion being the typical quintessential conquistador helmet whenever you kind of think of them. And I have this today. This is a genuine replication of a Cabesset helmet. I know you probably saw this and thought of the traditional conquistador helmet, but it is slightly different. Editor, work.
Yes, sir.
This is the conquistador helmet, or the Morion. As you can see, it has a more defined rim to it. The kind of crest, I don't know the specific wording, but you can clearly see that on its side, they're very different. This one sort of comes all the way up in almost an almond shape, and it has this one little protrusion at the top, which I'll get back to later. But they are slightly different. Although both of them are somewhat Spanish, the origins of this are somewhat contested, but I certainly believe it's kind of within Spain, although more to the eastern side, so Aragon. But yeah, let's hop into this. So I love this particular piece. I got it for a great price, and it's very, very nice actually. It has some decorations on the rim, 18 gauge steel for anyone interested in those kind of specs, and rust is certainly a thing. It even shipped with a bit on the side here. Somewhat difficult to see, but for the price I got it for, I'm not complaining. But yes, you will of course need Renaissance wax and have to go through the whole armor upkeep that any kind of historical aficionado will have to deal with. But yeah, Renaissance wax, you'll be able to get it for like $15 to $20, most places I see. But yeah, to talk about this, I love the rivets, although there are of course some without rivets, and Morions have rivets as well. These ones are a bit different color, but doesn't necessarily matter all that much. And then we have the, God, I love French. Can we get up the description, how to pronounce it? The fleur de lis, the fleur de lis. This kind of symbol you can see on this, which sort of resembles this French symbol. I think this was just a decision made by the recreators of this. I don't think the helmet is necessarily French. It's probably Eastern Spanish or Northern Italian, to my knowledge. And let's go into depth about that. So the reason I think it's Eastern Spanish is somewhat because of the naming. I mean, Cabesset is widely believed to come from the word cabeza, which if you know anything about Spanish, you know means head and kind of fitting for a helmet. Whereas the reasoning behind the Northern Italian idea is it's believed that an Italian dialect with the word for pear, I don't necessarily know what it is, or the Italian dialect, I'd have to assume maybe Genoese because it's in the area. And the reason it's called pear is because of this protrusion up here, resembling a pear stem to some degree. As for to speculate what this protrusion actually did, I think it's probably so it could be hung up somewhere to help with oiling or maybe something in the forging process. For how it would actually be used, it would clearly deflect blows to the side and then they would be caught on this rim here. There are English versions of the Cabesset that have a much less pronounced rim, but would still be able to catch kind of blows, although they would provide less ear protection. Additionally, it's kind of big. The only downside I've had to wearing it is actually a difference that I think is a crucial difference between it and the Morion. Editor, put it back up. And by editor, I mean cameraman, it's the same thing. One crucial difference is the rim or the crest being thinner saves a lot of weight off the top. And when there's a lot of weight on the top, you can really feel it when it's on its side, because the farther the weight is from the head, the more you feel it. So I think that may be a slight difference and may have contributed to why this was a little less popular than its Western Spanish counterpart. But regardless, I still think it's beautiful. I don't know, maybe I'll keep that in. But yeah, that's a lot of the things I've had to cover. Both of the helmets, I think, are quite beautiful. This is a great replica, reproduction, all of those words that I somehow forgot in that moment. But yeah, I actually got it for only $55, and it came with a very nice detailed polished wood stand to come with it, which I have seen some wood stands on Amazon alone that go for $40. So it was truly a great price. I recommend it if you're willing to deal with the upkeep, and I'm glad I could talk to you about it. A little bit. What is it made of? It's made of fucking metal, bro.